You're very welcome back. Now, Laura has been braving the elements all morning at the Great Pink Run at the Phoenix Park.
How's it going down there, Laura?
Good morning. Sorry about that. My dirty hand. I'm after standing on my earpiece, guys. Welcome back to the Phoenix Park. We're here in aid of Breast Cancer Ireland for the Great Pink Run today. And I have two more ambassadors with me now. Robbie Henshaw, used to being in the dirt after last night, and also Olivia Carpenter. Thanks a mil for joining us, guys. Didn't think you were going to turn up today, sir. I thought there might have been a lot of partying last night.
No, it's pretty sore after last night, so I was in bed early. It was a tough game, so unfortunately I can't take part in the run because we have to go through our recovery strategies today, but it's great to be down here and to be in the mix and see everyone doing it.
Let's talk about the game. What a super start for Leinster. I mean, 52-3. That's really sending out a strong statement to the rest of Europe that you mean business again this year.
Yeah, it's a great start for us. It wasn't that easy. The first half was pretty tough to break Wasps down, but it's going to be a tough competition. But we're on the right track already, so it's great to get off to that start.
And you were absolutely flying it as well. 2 assists and 1 try. Were you happy with your own performance?
Jeez, you were watching the game, were you? It was great to. Yeah, I enjoyed the game last night, and I did my best for the lads, and I got over the whitewash as well, which is always nice. Yeah.
Nice. So going forward then, strategies, resting up at the moment, and by the way, thanks a mil for coming down here and being with us this morning, because I know after last night I'm sure you just wanted to be in bed.
I was pretty wide awake this morning anyway, so I was still on a high after the game, so How
do you come down after the game actually? It's an interesting point, because I mean you've just won, everyone's in great form, and then you just go home because you need to recover. Are you watching TV for a while?
Yeah, let's watch a few movies and get a nice takeaway and put the feet up, I suppose. It's tough to come down with the adrenaline and I suppose the caffeine rush you have after a game.
Now, you are here today because you are an ambassador for Breast Cancer Ireland. I know Aisling asked you and you were delighted to participate. And you made a very valid point. Obviously, we all have special women in our lives, our mums, our aunts, our sisters, and that's why you wanted to represent the charity.
Absolutely. It's great to be on board. And, Aisling Hurley, a family friend of ours, asked me to come on board and I was delighted. For me personally, I know a lot of people affected by breast cancer, and I think for everyone here and everyone around the country, around the world, know someone who's been affected by breast cancer. So for me to give back and to be able to do my bit to help people out put my hand up straight away, and it's the least I could do. So it's great to be involved with such a great charity.
It's really solid of you to be involved in that way, and also of course men can get breast cancer too. Obviously there are different stats involved there, but wonderful that you're such a visual presence in that regard, because I'm sure you get asked to be involved in an awful lot of charities. But just turning to today's run, and you can see the people participating behind us now. They're the guys coming in, I think, from the 10k, drenched. It's very wet, it's very miserable, and yet people's spirits are up.
I know, yeah, everyone's smiling on their face, and it's great, even though the weather is so bad, but it's great. I think everyone is upbeat about it, and my family are doing it as well for the first time, so all my sisters are up and they're doing it as well, so they can't wait as well. So
you can't run, you're under strict instructions just to rest, but you can go and support the girls today.
Exactly, I'll be standing at the finish line for them, cheering them in. Yeah.
Good man, Robbie. I'm just going to turn over here to Olivia now. Olivia, you have been running this race for years, and you are a staunch advocate for Breast Cancer Ireland. You're one of their ambassadors. What's it like today, even though it's raining?
It's an emotional day for me. It's my 6th year running it. I was diagnosed in 2011, so I fought a really hard battle till 2012. But to be here today and see so much sea of pink is it's fantastic.
You fought hard to get a diagnosis in the first place.
I did, yes. I was 34 at the time. I had found a lump. I gave my husband a big hug after a run I'd done, and the lump was there. We didn't know about it, and I went and got it checked, and I had 2 doctors tell me that it was benign. It was a fibroadenoma, and it was true. A friend of my sister's who happened to work in the hospital came down and introduced himself, had a look at it, and immediately he did a biopsy, and that's how I discovered that I had breast cancer. But it's so vital that women, check themselves and get a second opinion, and don't be like me. I was happy enough to go home until my sister made a phone call to the hospital to say, Olivia's there, go check her out.
It's a very frightening reality to potentially be faced with, and sometimes we're so good at burying things under the carpet, we don't want to think about it, move on. Life is too busy to be sick.
Absolutely, and I'm a mom with 3 kids, so at the time they were 8, 11 and 12. So, your
hands full.
Absolutely. I'm a busy mum.
But from speaking to you in the past, and I suppose over the years, that you have found so much solidarity from running a race such as this. You can see the sea of pink, and again, it's not just women. As Robbie pointed out, everyone has family members that have been touched by breast cancer, and all of the people out here are so supportive. Their families, their friends, neighbours.
Absolutely, yeah. No, I mean, it's like a day like today for me, for example. I mean, it's different. Everybody's a different story, and when I'm running, there's people running for their wives who've maybe passed, people running for people who are fighting, and it's huge for me to be here, and I'm so emotional today, but.
Another reason you're emotional as well. I asked Robbie how he behaved last night. He went home early because he was on the pitch. This lady went to see Robbie and didn't go home early. Yourself and Gavin, your hubby, went off then for a few drinks to enjoy the celebration, I suppose, of Leinster winning.
Absolutely. It was a fantastic win, a great game, and Robbie played fantastically as usual.
I'm the poor guy now, absolutely exhausted. Going forward, just in terms of Leinster and plans and strategising, what's next?
I suppose we've Toulouse away next Sunday, so we have a bit of a longer week to prepare for that, but it's not going to be easy. Any away game in France is always tough, so...
And do you find that extra pressure, or do you even... I know obviously you're going to have to look at all the tapes, look at how they play, get to know the players very well, their utility players, their versatility, but when you get there, does it matter that it's home or away when you're walking out onto the pitch? Supporters are great and they'll fly with you.
Yeah, absolutely. We have the travelling support who always follow us through thick and thin, but I think playing in France is a different kettle of fish. It's pretty hostile, and the crowd can be on your back at times, but it's a great experience for any player to play across there, and particularly for the younger guys coming up as well. It's a great experience, but for us it's just back to our normal our normal plans, and we get ready and prepare how we do for every team, but we need to chase it again this year. We know every team is going to come for us this year as we were the champions last year, so it's going to be tough, but we're really excited for it.
Well, no doubt they were watching your match closely last night, and you in particular. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us today, Robbie Henshaw and Olivia Carpenter. And I know that you're running again today with family and friends, so the very best of luck. It was lovely for you to join us. Thanks, guys. We're going to head back to Anna and Simon now.